Hey there Cinephiles, welcome back to another video. I'm Robbie.
I'm Jeremy.
And today we're reviewing the 2017 film, The Mountain Between Us.
Enjoy.
Yeah.
Hear the music.
I have an emergency surgery to perform in Baltimore. I'll fly wherever I have to tonight to get there for tomorrow morning. Can you help me?
Sir, I think we may have the same problem. I have an idea.
So what's the rush?
I'm getting married tomorrow.
Oh, congratulations.
No, it's we're not.
We just snapped.
So what took you to Idaho?
Medical conference. Are you a journalist? Mm-hmm. That would explain the questions. Anyone?
The Mountain Between Us is directed by Hani Abu-Assad and it stars Idris Elba and Kate Winslet.
Yeah, the story revolves around Idris Elba and Kate Winslet's characters, pretty much. They're in a plane crash in the middle of the Colorado mountains.
Is it Colorado?
I think it is, because they're flying to Denver. So basically, it's the middle of winter and it's you know, heaps of snow, and they get stuck on the top of this mountain, and they pretty much have to find their way back. And it's literally just about them walking through the wilderness, trying to find civilization again.
And it's boring.
Yeah, it doesn't.
Oh my god, it's boring.
It doesn't go anywhere, and it's just it's pretty much just it's nothing essentially.
Yeah. So the trailers pitch the film as a survival movie. And the film tries to be a romance. It fails on both things, completely.
Yep. The
romance, you feel no chemistry between Idris Elba and Kate Winslet, and these are Oscar-winning actors. Like, they are great actors, and no chemistry at all. And the survival aspect, they survive snow. There's no other elements they have to survive. There's a cougar for like a minute, and then for the rest of the time they're out there, for nearly a month, like they're there for over 3 weeks. They don't come across any bears, any other predators, nothing. They just manage to just keep walking and keep walking. They come across a frozen lake for a minute.
And a rabbit.
And a rabbit.
That's literally it though.
And that's the movie.
So Kate Winslet, like, I don't even think she broke her leg. She damaged her leg in the plane crash. So the romance sort of came from that, where Idris Elba is a surgeon, so he had to look after her essentially, and that's where the romance sort of comes in. But it didn't.
Even that was weird, because for the first hour, they're just yelling at each other the entire time.
Yeah.
Kate Winslet actually walks out on him for a bit. I'm like, where are you going?
I'm going home. Yeah, it's silly. Like she walks off. He does the whole cliche. Oh, I can't let her go by herself. I'll chase after her.
And yeah, so yeah, you can see him there. He's like, you know, wrestling with his thoughts. Like, oh, should I go? Shouldn't I go? I'm like, just go, man. We know you're gonna go. Just go and save us 10 minutes screen time.
Yeah, that's it. So he ends up catching up with Kate Winslet and the dog as well, whose name is literally Dog, who was on the plane with the pilot.
The dog bits were just. I mean, this movie is already unrealistic to begin with. Having the dog in there. And that dog is a trooper. Yeah. He does not complain, he does not whinge. He is starving, he is freezing, he's going through nearly meter-high snow. For an adult, that is high. Imagine for a dog, like they
like pounding through it all.
For 3 weeks, he's got so much energy, and like that dog would be on his deathbed by the end of the week of that trip. And he goes up against like predators.
Yeah.
How's a Labrador go up against a predator and make it out? Like,
I mean, don't get me wrong, he's adorable, but if they were gonna, like, I haven't read the book, so I'm not sure if he's in there. He probably is, the dog, but in the movie, it was like, you either have the dog and kill it off, which would be heart-wrenching, but it would make the film. You do that, or you don't have the dog at all.
Exactly, that's what I say. That's the only two options, because there's no logical, realistic way that a domestic suburban dog could make it through the wilderness with nothing. Kate Winslet barely gets us through, and you know, she has help from Idris. The dog keeps running off half the time. They don't even look after it.
Yeah.
They have it on the leash for a bit, and they just keep letting go. And even Idris Elba's like, oh, I wouldn't have done that, but they're not going to chase after it. They just let it go. I'm like, okay, bye, dog.
Yeah, I mean, that's just an example of why this movie was so bad.
And the dialogue.
The dialogue is horrid.
God.
There's one scene where they like fall down this like mountain slope, and they both stop. And Kate Winslet's character is a journalist, so she has a camera with her all the time.
The camera miraculously survives the drop, mind you.
Yeah, and has battery after like 3 weeks. I don't know how that works. And it's a pretty good camera as well, by the looks of it. And they stop, and they're stuck in the snow, and Idris Elba says, I want you to take my photo, because, you know, I want to have a nice photo taken of me before I die. And, and Kate Winslet goes on about a story about this...
About lipstick.
She's telling a story about how when she was in, like, a war-torn country, she was like, making a journal about one of these women soldiers, and for some reason there's a random line of dialogue in the middle of it where she's like, I gave her my lipstick. And then that's it. It doesn't go anywhere. It's just like, I gave her my lipstick. And I'm like, why?
And
then again...
the very next line is, she died in an explosion. I'm like, what did the lipstick have anything to do with that? The lipstick exploded?
Yeah, it was... That's just an example of how bad the dialogue was.
There was one point, about 20 minutes into the film, we literally looked at each other at the exact same time, and we're like, the dialogue is horrible. We literally said the words together.
Yeah, we're like, oh man, whoever wrote that script was... I don't know where they were, but they were not on Earth, because seriously, it didn't make sense.
Yeah, this is literally like first grader level of dialogue. It's shocking.
Yeah, and even the story doesn't go anywhere. Like, they finally, I mean, they get through the wilderness, and the pretty much the last 30 to 45 minutes is them sort of, you know, reconciling with each other after the ordeal has finished. And it doesn't lead anywhere. It's trying to wrap up a romance that wasn't there, and it's just...
It has like 15 endings.
Yeah, oh man.
And it doesn't even have, you know, the 9 hours of Return the King and Two Towers to back it up. It just, literally, from about halfway through, I was needing to go to the toilet. And I was like, oh, okay, it's nearing the end. And it just did not. And I was like, when is this movie ending? I need to pee. And it just kept going and going and going and going and just not ending with anything. I was like, it literally just kept retreading the same beat for 25 minutes. And and the last shot is the most awkward final shot.
It's horrible.
I literally think that the characters like headbutt each other. It's the most awkward last shot.
Yeah, it cuts. It seems like one of those scenes where it cuts right before something bad happened, and the editors were like, okay, we need to make sure that doesn't come up on screen, and it's cut like right before something happened on right before.
It's really bad. I know we've said a few spoilers, but you're not gonna go watch this movie.
Yeah.
And if you you know, you are warned. It's a bad movie.
It's rushed. It seems like a story that would be good in a book. So maybe if you're a reader, read the book. Don't bother watching the movie. There's no point.
It's just bad. It's really bad. The plane crash was one of the most awkward scenes I've ever had to watch. It literally, the whole plane crash is done from inside the main passenger area, and it's like Kate Winslet and fuselage. Thank you. I was trying to think of the word. Kate Winslet and Idris Elba like facing the camera, and you can literally see the camera's like on the plane set was like on a gimbal going back. It's so obvious.
Yeah, yeah.
And
It's
Kate Winslet and Idris Elba literally reduced it to be like, oh my neck, ah, and it's that for 15-20 seconds. Like, this is really awkward.
Yeah, the thing is, the dog can't do this, so it's just sitting
It's
there.
just standing there.
Yeah, it's standing there still in the middle, and it's like, that dog is...
And Kate was like, dog, come here. And the dog's just standing there.
The dog, like, calmly walks over to her, and then, like, sits down next to her.
Meanwhile, Kate was like getting like whiplash and everything.
Oh, man.
And just the way the crash happens is really bad because it's I thought it was because of a engine failure or something, but it's because the pilot has a stroke.
Yeah.
You know, a normal reaction I think would be to grab the steering wheel and just try to hold the plane level.
Yeah.
They just focusing so much on the guy who's already dead,
essentially. Yeah.
pretty much, and they're like, oh, we got no one to fly the plane. Let's not try to fly it ourselves. Let's just brace for impact in the middle of the wilderness. Like, at least try to get somewhere where there's people.
Yeah.
And it's really bad. I don't want to talk about this movie anymore. 1 star.
Oh, jeez. I'll give it 2 stars because I love Idris Elba and I feel like he's underrated. But in this, he was bad. But that's for that reason I give it 2 stars.
Yeah, they had no charisma. I love Kate Winslet. She's probably one of my favorite top 3 actresses, and I did not even care for her in this. Or Idris Elba. They were annoying me. They really were annoying me.
Cool.
Go away, movie.
We might die together, and I don't even know you.
We're not gonna die. Not today.
Alex!
Alright, that's it for today, guys. Thanks for watching. If you like what you saw, hit the subscribe button. Plenty of content coming out over the next few weeks. And leave us a like if you enjoyed as well, and leave us your comments. What did you think of the film?
It sucked.
Well, maybe you enjoyed it. If you did, share your views. We'd love to know. That's it for now, though. I'm Jeremy.
And I'm Robbie.
And we'll see you at the movies.